We move to the bottom of the second inning. Brandon Januska alongside Ethan Patoka as we had to start a new stream. Some technical difficulties up here in the booth. This first pitch is fouled away. 0-1 on Alan Goodwin, the catcher, leading things off against Tino Noves.
Yeah, everybody watching knows technology can always be iffy at points. It was bound to happen at some point this season.
That's right, but we did not miss a pitch. We started right up as the 0-1 is lifted in the air, center field, right center field, and it's actually the right fielder, Starr, who will make the grab for out number one. One out, and it brings up left fielder Shuya Funada. No score, bottom of the second inning. One out, bases empty. First pitch home to Funada is inside for ball one. And Funada is an interesting story. He's a really inspiring story. Out of Japan, he was born with hearing loss as the 1-0 is ripped down the left field line, but foul and out of play. 1-1 on Funada. So he wears one hearing aid, a single hearing aid in his left ear, but he says it's a struggle sometimes to communicate and to hear what the other outfielders are calling out and what the infielders are trying to say, but he's battling through it and overcoming it and trying to land a contract here in the California Winter League. He fouls it off, 1-2.
Yeah, I mean, it's great that, people are able to come in here and look for a contract no matter what sort of fallback they might be set. We've seen a lot of guys here who have been injured for multiple years trying to come back, and Funada is a really great story.
The 1-2 hit on the ground towards short. O'Hara bobbles it and tries to recover. The throw across is in time. Nice recovery by O'Hara. It was hard hit on the ground and took a late hop on him, but he was able to recover and throw out Funada 2 away.
Yeah, that's a great job from O'Hara. Bobbles it a little bit, able to keep it up, pick it up, keep going. Make a really strong throw, accurate throw over to first. Quick second out here for the power defense.
Brings up another Japanese player for the Blue Sox in Hiroto Kono. First pitch called a strike, 0-1. Kono played in the Japan Winter League in 2022 and 2023. First season in the California Winter League, takes outside, 1-1. No score, bottom of 2. Novus has the sign he wants, kicks and fires a 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Getting a lot of those outside swings and misses is Novus. Doing a great job at looking at every side of the strike zone, especially getting them on the outside pitches, though.
1-2 is lifted foul off to the right and out of play. We'll do it again. Kono looking for his first hit of the California Winter League season. The 1-2 offering. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. We're through 2 scoreless here from Palm Springs Stadium as we head to the third. Power and Blue Sox on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Top of the third inning, and Clayton Warner out for his third inning of work. So he'll take on the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Palm Springs Power. Starting off with the catcher, Tyler Hendricks. Both pitchers, Tino Novus and Clayton Warner, dealing through the first 2. Scoreless ball game, top of 3. Warner's first offering to Hendricks. Lifted in the air, right side, drifting foul, and it'll get out of play. 0-1.
Yeah, Tyler Hendricks just a little bit up the road, about a 6-7 hour drive from Modesto, California. Was actually here last year in the CWL, and in 11 at-bats he had, or 25 at-bats, he had 3 hits and 2 runs scored.
The 0-1, check swing, he went around. 0-2 now the count. For Clayton Warner, this is his second start of the year. First time he's gone over 2 innings. He pitched exactly 2 innings in his first start. So that's fouled off the handle, and the count remains 0-2.
Yeah, and Warner's done a really good job here. Definitely deserving of that third inning, and JJ's been able to give him some length here so they don't have to use as many pitchers in this game.
Another 0-2 offering to Hendricks. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's already his 4th punch out.
Like we said, been pitching real nice. 4 strikeouts, 3 of them swinging, giving up a lot of things in the strike zone. Unhittable for this Power offense.
It's a big shift from the first start that Warner had, as his first pitch to Tristan Pacheco is in for a strike, 0-1. In his first start, those 2 innings, gave up a run, but also 3 walks and no strikeouts. He's really flipped the control here in this second start, as a pitch misses outside, 1-1. So far today, 4 strikeouts, no walks. The 1-1. Hit on the ground toward the middle, ranging over to his left. Gameros, the shortstop, throws and bounces it over. It gets away from Donahue, so safe at first is Pacheco. The throw in the dirt couldn't be dug out by the first baseman, Donahue. Score that one an E6 on the low throw. And it's a 1-out base runner for the Power. Scoreless ball game.
So we're going to see Asaf Loengart now hit the first home run of the CWL season. Still only one of 2 guys to hit it out of the yard. The only guy to hit it out of the yard here at this stadium. Ethan Martini's 2 home runs coming at the turf field.
Loengart was a defensive substitution in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch outside for ball 1. Loengart and Polito, who's on deck, came in for Hang Xuan Yen and Kai Seong Chen in the bottom of 1 as he rips one toward left field. It gets by Funada and will roll all the way to the wall. Off to the races are the runners. Pacheco around third. He's going to score. Loengart looking for 3. He's there standing up. An RBI triple for Asaf Loengart. It's 1-0. Power in front.
We talk about Loengart as one of the better hitters in the league. That one was a rope. Funada just doesn't get the right read on it, and it gets all the way past him to the wall. Loengart's able to take 3. There's still 1 out, so a sac fly here from Polito could score him.
3rd run driven in this season for Loengart. He's at 3rd, 1 away. Francisco Polito getting his first at-bat as the pitch is downstairs for ball 1.
You see the infield coming into the grass, looking to stop this second run from scoring.
1-0 ball game. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Warner's 1-0. Fouled off at the plate, 1-1. Just a nice job by Loengart after he took a pitch to lead off the at-bat. found one in the zone and just ripped it to left field. The 1-1, low and away, 2-1. One thing I talked about on the broadcast yesterday is how the infielders, it's a huge outfield here. So the outfielders are playing relatively in. So balls over the head, we see a lot of extra base hits, and that was the case on the Loewengaard triple. It's the 1-1, or rather 2-1 is in for a strike, 2-2.
That being said, we've also seen a lot of bloop singles here. There's a lot of space between the infielders in the grass and the outfielders, even if they're playing up.
The 2-2 popped up on the infield, going back. Donahue called off by the second baseman, Hanyan, and unable to make the grab, or either of them. It falls harmlessly in foul grounds.
Just like we were talking about, a lot of space there, even in foul territory. No one able to grab it between the three.
Yeah, the third man, Kono, the right fielder, was in the area as well, trying to get over. But none of them able to make the play on that ball. So it remains a 2-2 count on Pulido. Runner at third, one away, 1-0 Power. Infield still in. The 2-2 outside, and the count runs full.
Somehow the first 3-ball count we've seen from Warner today. Done a good job at locating in the strike zone. Feeling the pressure, though, with a man on third, 1 out.
The payoff pitch, swing, and a miss, strike 3. That's out number 2.
Yeah, and that's strikeout number 5, fourth swinging. Good job by Warner with a man on third, able to get that big out. Keep the lead only down 1 here.
It's now up to Preston Walston as a first pitch strike from Warner. Cornermen still pinching, playing in toward the grass, and actually the middlemen relatively in as well, even with 2 outs, as it's fouled back by Walston, 0-2.
Yeah, this is an interesting defensive alignment. Usually with 2 outs, you would see defenders kind of stepping back, and now they will here on an 0-2 count.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of confusion. Didn't realize there were 2 outs in the inning. Now they back up to their traditional spots as the pitch misses outside. 1-2 on Walston. Yeah, with less than 2 outs, of course, you're playing in to get an out at the plate, as that's ripped toward right field. Coming on, Kono, he slides and makes the grab to end the inning. The Power score 1, RBI triple by Asaf Loewengaard to score Tristan Pacheco from first. It's 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning on your California Winter League YouTube channel. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Power with a 1-0 lead after the RBI triple. Asaf Loewengaard. Power able to take advantage of an error by Gameros in the top half of the inning to score that run. It was unearned against Clayton Warner. Now the Bats will try to get that run right back. 8-9-1 of the Blue Sox lineup. Connor Donahue, Han Juan Hu, and Tommy Easley due up for the Washington Blue Sox.
Both pitchers doing a great job here at attacking the strike zone. Haven't seen many walks. We've only seen one 3-ball count, and that was in the last inning. So Tino Novus doing a great job here against this Blue Sox offense.
5 strikeouts for Clayton Warner through 3 innings. 3 of them for Tino Novus through his first 2 innings of work. Connor Donahue, the first baseman, will dig in. First man up. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed hitter. 1-0 power lead. First pitch home is high in the air, shallow left field. Pacheco racing on, O'Hara going back, and it's the shortstop, O'Hara, who makes the grab in shallow left field for out number 1.
Donahue hit that a mile into the air. Good communication there between Pacheco and O'Hara. O'Hara able to call him off, make the easy grab there for out number 1.
Brings up the 9-hitter, Han Juan Hu. Second baseman swings at the first pitch, hits it back off of Novus's leg. A race to the ball, glove to glove. Nice flip over to Brandon covering first. And that's out number 2. Nice job. The ball was hit right back up the middle. Hit the leg of Tino Novus. The pitcher was able to race over to it. Didn't have time to grab the ball, so he just went a glove-to-glove flip to his first baseman, James Brandon, and got the out.
Tino Novus being checked on by the infielders. He seems to be okay, though. Really nice play. Good heads-up play. We love pitchers playing good defense. And he's really backing himself up here. Quick 2 outs.
Back to the top of the order, Tommy Easley looks at a pitch low for ball 1. Easley grounded out to short his first time up. 1-0 power lead. It's the 1-0. Misses low and in, 2-0. First time Novus has thrown 2 balls to a hitter all game. We're in the 3rd as this is ripped toward left field. Pacheco going back on it, and he makes the grab to end the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning for Tino Novus. It's a 1-0 power lead as we're on to the 4th on your California Winter League YouTube channel. On to the 4th inning. Brandon Januska alongside Evan Patoka as it's a 1-0 Palm Springs power lead. They come back out to hit. James Brandon will lead things off for the Power against Clayton Warner. 1 run in the ballgame so far was unearned, came just last inning. Pacheco reached on an E6. The throwing error that was in the dirt couldn't be dug out at first. Then a soft Lowengaard made him pay the RBI triple. But credit to Clayton Warner. He stranded Lowengaard at third base with only 1 out.
Yeah, was able to get a big strikeout on a 3-2 count to Pulido. Able to get Preston Walston to fly out to right field. He's done a great job here. Both pitchers have done a great job at really minimizing damage for the offense.
James Brandon, the first baseman, leads things off for the Power. He was a strikeout victim, 1 of 5 for Clayton Warner on the day. 1-0 Power in front. Righty-righty matchup. Warner's first pitch home. Lifted foul off to the right, and it'll drift well out of play. 0-1. Clayton Warner toes the first base side of the rubber. It's 1-0-1 is outside, 1-1. Looks in, and his 1-1. Check swing, little liner softly hit to Han Juan over at second base. And that's out number 1. Brandon tried to check his swing, but made contact, and it was a soft liner right at the second baseman. That'll bring up O'Hara. The best chance for the Power outside of the run-scoring triple, but the best threat really came in the second inning as O'Hara swings and misses. O'Hara singled, and that was followed up by a Maben single as well, so they had 2 on with just 1 out. But a big pickoff from Clayton Warner picked off O'Hara at second base, and then was able to get out of that jam in the second.
Just caught him sleeping. Just was able to catch O'Hara sleeping at second, and that's something you can't do on the base paths.
The 0-1 ranges inside and hits O'Hara. So he'll end up at first base once again. 1 out base runner brings up Jacob Maben. Singled in that second inning. 1-0 Power, top of 4.
Yeah, that seemed like the first really wild pitch we've seen from Clayton Warner. We saw one in the dirt earlier, but that one just hits O'Hara. Now he's going to try and get out of another jam here.
Throw over to first. We mentioned picked off O'Hara earlier, so we'll keep an eye on that. O'Hara takes a relatively large lead over at first base. Warner takes a look back at him and now comes home. Maben lifts one into center field. Going back is Diaz. He's underneath it and makes the grab. There's 2 away.
Haven't seen much of Diaz so far on the defensive side of the ball. Mostly to right and left field. But as we were talking about with the O'Hara pickoff, they do see him as a threat. And Clayton Warner does think he can do it again on the base paths. So we'll see what happens if O'Hara wants to try and steal second here and be a little aggressive.
He has 1 stolen base on the season. He's 1 for 1. As a swing and a miss from Robert Starr makes it an 0-1 count. 2 outs, runner at first, 1-0 Power. Starr popped out to the first baseman, Donahue, his first at-bat. Peek back over at first base. And there he goes. Nope, it was a fake. As a check swing, Starr went around 0-2. Took a couple of steps towards second base, did O'Hara, but he stayed at first. Just a bluff move. Counts 0-2 on Starr. 2 outs in the inning. The 0-2 is popped up, drifting out toward right field. Kono going back. He's camped underneath and makes the one-handed grab to end the inning. The Power strand 1. They lead 1-0 as we're on to the bottom of the 4th on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Bottom of the fourth inning, 1-0 Power in front of the Blue Sox. Nico Diaz will lead things off for Washington. Diaz, Gameros, and Smith due up for the Blue Sox.
Yeah, Diaz, the lone hit, that double. Nothing able to come from it, though. Tino Novas has done a really good job. And we've seen a lot of good starting pitching from the Power. Of course, we talked about Ryan Baum before the game. He pitched 5 scoreless. Now, Tino Novas still, so far, only 1 hit through 3 innings.
Meanwhile, the Power with just 3 hits on the day. It's been a pitching clinic through the first 3.5. Left-handed hitter in Nico Diaz. Lefty-lefty matchup. You mentioned Diaz won the first battle with a double as he takes inside for ball 1. Diaz on the season, 3 for 6, including that double, in 500 as he takes a strike 1-1. Quickly working, Novas with the 1-1. That's ripped into center field and down for a base hit. 2-hit day so far for Nico Diaz, and the leadoff man is on.
Yeah, Diaz seems to be the only one that can really read Novas today, as Tino has been really mowing down the right-handed part of the lineup. Kevin Gameros, of course, struck out swinging in his first at-bat. See if they can get something started here with nobody out here in the 4th.
Gameros, the only other lefty along with Diaz in the batting order for the Blue Sox. Swings to the first pitch, bounces it to first. Brandon with a bit of a bobble, cannot recover. Everybody's safe. He was trying to rush and probably get a throw off to second, try to double up or at least get the lead runner. Instead, everybody's safe. There's 2 on with nobody out.
Yeah, and I think the speed of Gameros was a big threat to Brandon there. He was trying to rush too much, ends up bobbling it, ends up costing him. Now 2 on, nobody out.
We saw the Power get their run as they capitalized on an error. See if the Blue Sox can do the same. First and second, nobody out, and a first pitch strike to Hunter Smith. Smith was a strikeout victim back in the first inning. 1-0 Power in front, bottom of 4 in this 7-inning ball game. The 0-1 swings through it, 0-2.
2 big stolen base candidates here on first and second. We see Nico Diaz, 2 guys in the middle infield, getting near second base, but also Diaz dancing around, trying to play a little bit of mind games.
Would you consider a double steal with nobody out? It'd be risky, as that's called strike 3. Now there's 1 out.
Really depends, yeah, on what would happen in that at-bat. But the strikeout, it still would be risky, but Diaz, we've seen his speed. Gameros is easily able to get into second if that's the case. But a good hitter here in Alan Goodwin.
Alan Goodwin flew out to right his first time up. Runner does take off from second base. The bouncer toward third. It's bobbled by Loengart. The throw on to first. That gets away from James Brandon. A run comes in, stopping at third. On the play is Gameros. Goodwin is into second. A wild play there. As Loengart just complicated things. He bobbled and then tried to force a throw over to first. The throw got away. And we'll see how they score it. You could potentially give 2 errors on that play, 1 on the fielding side of it and then 1 on the throw as well.
If it were me, I would say only 1 error. It seemed like Loengart had the chance to throw him out there at first, even with the bobble, but the throw just goes wild.
So it brings up Shuya Funada. 1 out and now a 1-1 ball game. Washington Blue Sox do take advantage of a couple of errors by the Power in this inning. Runners are at second and third. Infield playing in all the way around, trying to protect this lead with 1 out. The pitch comes inside, 2-0 on Funada.
Yeah, you can't do much there if you're Tino Novas. You know, gives up the leadoff single, but then the 2 errors, the defense just isn't really picking them up. Speaking of the defense, they are aligned where everybody's on the grass right now.
Funada lifts one in the air toward left field. Pacheco going back, ready to tag up is Gameros. The catch made, the throw coming back in. Both runners tagged up, and the play at third is in time. Goodwin is out at third, and no run, says the umpire. The out was made at third base before the run could score in Gameros, so no run. We remain tied as we head to the 5th inning here from Palm Springs Stadium. Tied up 1-1 between the Power and Blue Sox on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Good things come in threes, like our Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 19.99s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99.
We move to the 5th inning, all tied up at 1 apiece between the Power and the Blue Sox. After a crazy end to the bottom of the 4th inning, it looked like the Blue Sox were going to take the lead. Funada flew out to left field with runners at 2nd and 3rd. Gameros would have scored easily coming in, but the play cut off, and they nailed Alan Goodwin trying to tag up from 2nd, got him out at 3rd. 7-6-5 on the putout, left field to shortstop to 3rd. And a great job and a great break for the Power. Nice play defensively to cut it off and get the out.
Yeah, that was a great play all around. You know, Pacheco easily makes the catch, hits the cutoff man. Ohira sees that he can't make the play at home, just goes to 3rd, has a play there, and he's able to save a run and keep this game tied up at 1.
Leading things off for the Power to start off this 5th inning. It's the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Tyler Hendricks up first. Hendricks, Pacheco, and Loengart. Both runs in this ball game unearned. Teams taking advantage of miscues defensively by the other side. First pitch to Tyler Hendricks, in for a strike from Clayton Warner, 0-1.
Yeah, and it's nothing really on the pitchers. You know, both pitchers have thrown combined 5 hits, no earned runs through 4. They've just done a really good job here at avoiding walks and avoiding throwing wild pitches.
Warner missed outside, so now the 1-1's lifted in the air toward right. Drifts Kono back, but he's able to make the grab. And there's the first out of the inning.
Kono's been busy out there. That's his 3rd straight inning where he's needed to make a catch. Now Tristan Pacheco will come up.
Tristan Pacheco scored the lone run for the Power. He reached on an error by Gameros, the shortstop. Then came around to score on the Loengart triple. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1.
We've seen Tristan Pacheco have a few lucky breaks in these games, reaching on errors a decent amount of times.
Another one in for a strike. And part of that is the speed. He's a quick guy at the plate coming out of the box. Speed can make the defense rush and really force those errors. The 0-2. Low and away, 1-2. Both starters have been exceptional today. Top of the 5th inning, we've seen only 5 hits total as a swing and a miss from Pacheco. Warner with another punch out.
And another punch out swinging. We've seen now 5 swinging strikeouts, the only one being to start the game off, Hang Swang Yen, but now Loengart, who pinch hit for Yen here in the first inning.
Loengart with that RBI triple. Looks at a strike. 0-1. 6 total strikeouts for Clayton Warner on the day. 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled off at the plate, and the count's now 1-2. Loengart out of the Frontier League, the Israeli player. Played with the New York Boulders last season. He has a contract for this coming summer there as well. The 1-2. Downstairs, 2-2.
Seeing the changes starting to be made from Bobby Brown. Wen Hung Woo is in the on-deck circle now for Pulido.
The 2-2 misses wide, and the count runs full on Loengart. It's about that time of the game where we see all the substitutions happen. The 3-2 is lined left side off the glove of Camaros, and that'll be a base hit. For Loengart, a 2-out single keeps the inning going.
Well, if we know anything about Loengart, he's going to hit the ball hard. That one just squeaks by Camaros, a really weird hop. He's now able to get it another hit for Loengart.
Able to get his glove on it and knock it down. He kept it relatively close. Not sure that Loengart would have gone for 2, but Camaros made sure there was no chance of it. That's the first pitch. Misses outside for ball 1 to the pinch hitter, Wen Hung Woo.
Loengart takes advantage of the misplay by Goodwin, takes second base relatively easily.
Third different hitter to hit out of the 2-hole for the Power today. It was Chen back in the first inning, Pulido in the third, and now it's Woo in the 5th, who swings through 1-1. 1-1 ball game. Top of 5, 2 outs, runner at second. Righty-righty matchup. Warner kicks and fires. Downstairs, 2-1. Overcast skies here in Palm Springs. Possible rain in the forecast. The 2-1 misses inside, 3-1. Still puddles of water from rain that came in yesterday in the area. Made it up and over the mountains. Warner's 3-1. Hit on the ground softly towards short. Camaros gloves it, takes his time, and throws over to first to get Woo. No score in the 5th. We move to the bottom half. 1-1 tie between the Power and Blue Sox on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
We have a 1-1 ball game as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. Tino Novus still out there on the mound for the Power. Both starting pitchers still in the ball game and pitching exceptionally. 1-1 tie, only 6 hits total in the game. 4 for the Power and only 2 for the Blue Sox thus far. Both runs coming as they took advantage of errors. 2 errors committed by the Power, 1 so far for the Blue Sox. Both runs unearned.
Yeah, and it's been rare we've seen the both starting pitchers go so far into the game in the 5th, and we don't even have anybody in the Blue Sox bullpen. Do have one guy in the Palm Springs Power lineup. Looks like it might be Hong Yu Chow, but still a great performance as of right now for Tino Novus, having to face the bottom of this Blue Sox offense.
We saw Wen Hung Woo in the top half of the 5th inning, pinch hitting for Polito. He remains in the game at second base. It's the only defensive change for the Power. And leading things off is Hiroto Kono, who takes upstairs for ball 1. Kono struck out swinging his first time up back in the 2nd inning. 1-0. Lifted in the air right field. Coming on is Starr. He's underneath and makes the put out. 1 away.
Doing a good job is Tino Novus of getting hitters to get under the ball if they aren't missing the ball, because the amount of strikeout swinging he has right now, not as much as Warner, but definitely getting contact and letting the defense behind him, even though they have a couple errors, go to work.
Donahue, first pitch swinging, hits a high pop-up on the infield. A collection of players, and the ball drops. Donahue had already given himself up. The throw down to first from Novus is in time. The play goes 1-3 on the putout. Donahue just assumed that ball would be caught. A trio of infielders collected for the Power. Nobody made the grab, but again, Donahue not running, and the out made. 2 away.
Yeah, I have a feeling Jimmy Johnson really isn't going to like that. Donahue thought it would go foul, still really needs to hustle out of the bag. That one drops. He could have been on first easily if he had just ran.
Hit on the ground, first pitch swinging from Hu. And the throw from Lowengardt, the third baseman, and that makes it a quick 1-2-3 inning. Only 4 pitches thrown in that frame. We remain tied at 1 as we are on to the 6th on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like our Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 1999s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
We're still tied at 1 as we're on to the 6th inning. Brandon Januska along with Evan Patoka, as this has been an absolute clinic from both starting pitchers who both remain in the game. Clayton Warner on for his 6th inning of work. He'll face off first against Preston Walston and issue a first pitch strike on the outside edge.
Good frame job there by Alan Goodwin. But yeah, great pitching. Both sides here. Clayton Warner doing a great job here. Deserving of his 6th inning of work.
0-1 is fouled back to the screen. 0-2. Walston is 0 for 2 on the day. A strikeout victim back in the first. He also lined out to Kono in right field. The 0-2 from Warner. Nubber back to the mound. It gets underneath Warner. The second baseman, Han Juan's throw to first is just in time to beat a hustling Walston. It was slowly hit, got under the glove of the pitcher, Warner. A nice backup by Han Juan, the second baseman, to make the play.
Yeah, good way to back up your pitcher there. Han Juan doing a great job at still picking up the play even after it goes between the legs of Clayton Warner.
And it turns to James Brandon. First pitch misses low and away for ball 1. Brandon 0 for 2, strikeout, and he lined out softly to second. 1-0. Popped up high in the air, drifting foul off to the right and out of play. Donahue gave it a look, but ran out of room. 1-1 count. We finally see some action in a bullpen. That's in the Power bullpen. We'll get you who that is momentarily.
Seems like Jimmy Johnson isn't rushing to get somebody in his bullpen with Clayton Warner doing so well.
1-1 hit on the ground towards short. Gameros is up with it and throws out James Brandon, and there's quickly 2 away.
I wonder if we'll see Tino Novus again for another inning after a 4-pitch bottom of the 5th.
Kazuha O'Hara comes up now. Warner's only thrown 4 pitches. Make that 6 pitches so far here in the 6th inning. Trying to do a quick inning of his own as first pitch misses outside to O'Hara. O'Hara's the only one that's had significant success. I guess Loengard as well. Loengard's 2 for 2. O'Hara has reached twice. A single, and he was hit by a pitch. As another one inside, 2-0. Tied at 1, top of 6. The 2-0. Fouled off at the plate, 2-1. Couple of 2-win teams, both teams 2-1. Half a game behind Team China, who's 3-1. They have the day off today. The 2-1. Called a strike, 2-2. So whoever wins this one will go to a tie for first place with Team China. Warner's 2-2. Soft liner down the third base line. It gets by Smith and into foul grounds. Rounding first, headed for second is O'Hara. The throw in, not in time. Sliding in safely with a 2-out double is O'Hara.
Seems like O'Hara and Loengard are the only 2 guys in this lineup that can really get to Warner today, counting for 4 of the 5 Palm Springs Power hits.
Jacob Mabin is 1 for 2 as he digs in. Would love to get a hit here and break this 1-1 deadlock. He lifts the first pitch into right field. Racing in is Kono toward the line. It'll fall fair. A run scores as O'Hara comes in. He was running with 2 outs and scores easily. We mentioned a lot of space in the outfield. Kono had a long way to go, and it fell about a foot inside the foul line in right field.
Seems like they're starting to finally get to Clayton Warner. Great pitching performance by him, but that's just really unlucky, falling just fair in between three of the defenders for the Blue Sox.
First pitch swinging from Robert Starr is hit. Diving stop by Gameros. The throw on to first in time. So a weakly hit RBI single from Jacob Mabin gives the Blue Sox gives the Power a 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for two or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Bottom of the 6th inning from Palm Springs Stadium. The Power with a 2-1 lead after they got a run in the top half of the 6th. RBI single by Jacob Maben scored Kazuya O'Hara, who had doubled. And that's the difference in the ball game right now. 2-1 Power in front, and Tino Novus out for his 6th inning of work. Both starting pitchers still in the game. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Haven't seen that yet this year.
A good old-fashioned pitching duel. Both pitchers, one from the left side, one from the right side. A combined 8 hits in five and a half innings. Tino Novus really doing a good job. Even through 4 innings of work, was able to get a 4-pitch inning in the 5th.
He'll face off against the leadoff man, Tommy Easley, the designated hitter. 0 for 2 on the day, swings at the first pitch and fouls it off to the left toward the Blue Sox dugout.
Easily wearing a hoodie under his jersey. I don't blame him. It is quite cold out here.
Yeah, with the overcast skies, the sun not really peeking through. The 0-1. This is low and away, 1-1. About 40 degrees right now is the real feel. With the overcast skies, the 1-1 pitch. That's lifted in the air toward left field. Racing in is Pacheco, still going, and he makes the grab. Ranging toward the left field foul line, and that's out number 1.
Well, we've seen Pacheco's speed on the base paths. Look at him going crazy in the outfield. A good running catch. Second time Tommy Easley has flown out to Pacheco.
Yeah, and he had a great break on that ball as well. He read that perfectly off the bat. Made it look relatively easily as Nico Diaz takes the first pitch strike.
Nico Diaz, the only player in this lineup to get a hit, and he has 2 of them.
Double in the first, a single in the 4th. Pitch is low and away, 1-1.
Which, as we said before, Tino Novus really being able to dominate every right-handed batter he sees.
1-1. That's cracked well towards center field. Should be playable for Maben, who ranges over to his right and makes the catch. There's 2 away as Diaz is retired for the first time.
And even though he's retired for the first time, he did get some good contact either way, which we've seen a lot of from Diaz this game, as it looks like might be game over for Tino Novus.
Yeah, just try to get some reps maybe for some of the other guys as he goes 5 2/3, allowing just 1 run on 2 hits. We'll step aside for a moment as the new pitcher comes in, but a heck of a day for Tino Novus. He leaves the game with the lead. It's 2-1 Power with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning in your California Winter League YouTube
How
channel.
do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Family setting, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Back with you with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. New arm on the mound for the Palm Springs Power. That's Huang Po Xian coming on for Tino Novus, who was exceptional. 5 2/3 innings, allowed 1 run on 2 hits. The 1 run was unearned. 4 strikeouts, no walks. As Kevin Gameros takes outside ball 1 from the new pitcher. Go from the left-handed Novus to the right-handed Xian.
Yeah, a really great day for Tino Novus. We can't stop talking about him. Of course, the 1 run he gave up was unearned. He only gave up 2 hits, both to Nico Diaz. Really was able to tear up this lineup.
Righty to lefty, the 1-0 is fouled back, 1-1. Gameros about probably happy to see Novus out of the game. He was 0 for 2. He reached on an error his second time up, but a strikeout victim in the first. First man to see Huang Po Xian. The 1-1. Hit on the ground, foul. Down the first base line, 1-2. Novus in line for the win if his team can hold it. Power with a 2-1 lead. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th inning. Maros digs back into the box. And the 1-2. Fouled it down the first base line again. Both starting pitchers exceptional today. Clayton Warner has allowed just 2 runs. Only 1 of those are earned.
Seems like Clayton Warner might still come out for another inning, though. Jimmy Johnson, still nobody warming in that bullpen.
1-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. We'll find out in just a moment as that ends the inning. It's a 2-1 power lead as we're on to the 7th on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
There's something winning in the agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Clayton Warner still on the mound for the Washington Blue Sox as we move to the top of the 7th inning. He'll try to keep the score where it is. It's a 2-1 power lead. As Warner has pitched well enough for the win, but he'll need some help on the offensive side. 2-1, power in front.
Yeah, we've never seen, so far this season at least, a pitcher go into the 6th, let alone the 7th, and both pitchers have gone into the 6th inning here today. Keep on saying it, really good pitching performance from both Warner and Tino Novus.
Just 1 earned run between the 2 of them, 3 total runs. So Warner will face off against the bottom of the order. 8, 9, and 1. Starting off with Tyler Hendricks. 0 for 2, a strikeout, and he flew out to right. So he takes outside for ball 1.
Looks like we finally got someone warming in that bullpen for the Blue Sox.
1-0 is in for a strike. 1-1. Getting loose, but no real sense of urgency out there. 1-1 is swung on and missed. 1-2. So it seems like this is Warner's inning unless he gets into some sort of trouble.
Such little urgency. Didn't even bother to take the hoodie off.
It's a 2-1 ball game. Power in front. The 1-2 pitch. Off speed and lifted in the air towards center. Racing in Diaz. He now slows down and makes the grab. And that's the first out of the inning.
Another flyout. We've seen a lot of those today. A lot of getting under the ball on both sides.
Trusting the defense behind you. That's what you like to see. Keeps the pitch count down. It's Tristan Pacheco 0 for 2. Digs in and swings through. First pitch fastball. 0-1.
And, of course, we've seen 3 errors so far in this game, but also we've seen minuscule amount of errors. The pitchers are still able to gather their thoughts and get out of the inning relatively unscathed.
The 0-1 missed outside. 1-1. Yeah, it's great to see pitchers be able to work around and pick up your teammates. The 1-1 hit on the ground, a one-hopper towards second. Han Juan has it and throws out Pacheco. There's quickly 2 away. 4-3 on the putout, and it's back to the top of the order, and Asaf Loengart. Loengart came in defensively in the bottom of the first inning. At third base, he's 2 for 2. First pitch misses low and in for ball 1. RBI triple in the third inning to drive in the first run for the Power, and then a single back in the fifth. 1-0 misses outside, 2-0.
Yeah, and as we said in his last at-bat, we've seen him get a lot of barrels, a lot of hard hit balls from off the bat of Loengart, even on his outs.
The 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Power, 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors. Blue Sox with 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error. So the 2-1 is fouled off to the right and out of play. Counts 2-2.
Nobody warming up in that bullpen anymore. Seems like the quick 2 outs have brought Jimmy Johnson and Warner some clarity.
So this is ripped foul off to the left. That'll drift out of play and into the bleachers. Loengart out in front of that last pitch. Count remains 2-2. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th inning, it'll be Smith, Goodwin, and Funada due up for the Blue Sox, who trail by 1. This pitch misses outside. A full count now on Asaf Loengart.
We've seen 3 full counts against Warner, 2 of them coming from Loengart.
The 3-2 is called. Strike 3 at the top of the zone. 1-2-3 inning for Clayton Warner. He's through 7, allowing just 2 runs, but he'll need some help from his offense as the Power with a 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning on your California Winter League YouTube channel. We move to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Power clinging to a 2-1 lead. And the new arm on the mound to try to close things out is Kyle Bell. This is his second game. His first one was a start. He went 2 innings. Got roughed up a bit in that game, allowing 12 runs over the 2 innings. He's looking to bounce back here and close things out for Tino Novus, who's in line for the win after an exceptional performance, 5 2/3, allowing just 1 run. It was unearned. Blue Sox with just 2 hits on the day, but a chance to make something happen, trailing by just 1 in the bottom of 7.
Yeah, and Hunter Smith definitely happy that he doesn't have to see Tino Novus anymore. Has struck out twice, both times on 3 pitches.
Once swinging and once looking. Hunter Smith, the third baseman, looks at a first pitch strike on the inner half. 0-1. Kyle Bell with some Frontier League playing experience with Trois-Rivières. The 0-1. Called a strike at the knees, 0-2. Went to Queens College and Niagara County Community College. Has the sign he wants from Hendricks' catcher. The 0-2. There's a called strike 3 on the outside edge. 3-pitch strikeout once again for Hunter Smith. He'll want to forget today.
Yeah, it's just one of the times where it's not your day. You know, you think it's Tino Novus just absolutely dealing. Then you strike out on 3 pitches again to the bullpen.
Brings up Alan Goodwin. 0-2 as he takes downstairs for ball 1. Flew out to right and reached on a throwing error over at third base by Loengart.
And about those 3 strikeouts by Hunter Smith, you just gotta get this day out of your mind. Look forward to tomorrow.
1-0 is fouled off to the right and out of play. 1-1 on Goodwin. 2-1 Power in front, bottom of 7. 1 out, bases empty. Kyle Bell started 3 games, appearing in 4 total for Trois-Rivières. That was back in 2022 in the Frontier League. 1-1 misses up and in, 2-1.
Yeah, Kyle Bell, 1 game versus the Evansville Otters. He allowed 2 runs in 5 innings, struck out 6 back in 2022. But also at Niagara during his 2 years, he had a 9-1 record with a 3.89 ERA.
5-pitch arsenal as his 2-1 is lifted in the air right field. Starr ranging over toward foul grounds, and nobody can get there. Brandon and Polito both in the area as well, but it falls harmlessly in the right field bullpen. Counts 2-2.
Yeah, some good hustle from all 3 of them. It was going to land foul anyways, but it's just out of reach.
For Kyle Bell, he has a fastball, curveball, sweeper, cutter, and changeup all in his arsenal. One of the benefits of having starting pitchers coming out of the bullpen for you in this league.
Yeah, definitely. It's someone who can come out of there and face the pressure. You know, you're only up 1, so you're really trying not to give up the lead or tie the game, especially in the bottom of the 7th.
The 2-2 is cranked foul off to the left into the bleachers.
You got all that one just a little bit early on the curveball.
See what Bell decides to do. He's well out in front of the off speed. See if you speed it up a little bit and try to blow one by him. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Another off speed and a late swing soft liner caught by Loengart. At third base, there's 2 away. Just kind of stuck the bat out and hit it weakly to the third baseman.
Yeah, that pitch by Kyle Bell veering outside. He was just only able to reach out for it, and a nice grab out there at third by Loengart.
There's 2 outs, and it's up to Shuya Funada. Last chance for the Blue Sox. 2-1 Power in front. And a first pitch strike, 0-1. Funada 0-2, both of those coming against Tino Novus, the starter who's in line for the win. The 0-1 from Bell. Upstairs, 1-1. Funada on the day is grounded to short and flown out to left. Righty to righty, the 1-1. In the air, right side, tailing toward foul grounds again. The trio of defenders unable to get there as it fell almost in the same spot as that previous foul ball in the bullpen for the Power.
Yeah, I'm sure. 3 defenders out there, Starr, Brandon, and Funada. You know, all tired of running out there, especially on foul balls, because both times no one's been able to reach out and grab it.
So Funada still alive. The count's 1-2. Kyle Bell shakes off a sign, now has the one he wants from Hendricks. The 1-2. Hit on the ground, wide of third, foul.
Yeah, and Funada's getting some good contact here, just not able to put it in fair territory as of yet.
Trying to keep the game alive. Bottom of the 7th inning. 2-1 Power lead. Bell sets at the belt. The 1-2. That's cranked into left field for a base hit. And with 2 outs, the tying run is at first. And the inning stays alive for Hiroto Kono.
Talking about he kept barreling up pitches, just waiting for one to get into fair territory. That one does. And all of a sudden, he's the tying run here at first. First batter to get a hit that isn't named Nico Diaz against this Power pitching staff.
Only the 3rd hit of the day for the Blue Sox. See if Kono can keep the game going. He fouls the first pitch back into the screen, 0-1.
And Funada at first thinking about stealing second, trying to get them in a better spot here. But, of course, getting thrown out would mean the end of the game for them.
Kono, a strikeout victim back in the 2nd. He flew out to right his last time up. Funada takes a good lead off of first base. He's the tying run, 2-1 Power. The 0-1 is cranked high in the air, deep left field, but playable. Pacheco is underneath and makes the catch to end the ball game. Kono squared it up fairly well, but it was playable for Pacheco a few feet in front of the warning track. And that's how this one comes to an end. The Power hang on. They beat the Blue Sox by a final score of 2-1. We'll be back to wrap this one up in just a moment right here on your California Winter League YouTube channel.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Brandon Januska alongside Evan Patoka as we have a final score here from Palm Springs Stadium. The Palm Springs Power victorious over the Washington Blue Sox by a final score of 2-1. One of the quicker games we've seen so far in this California Winter League season. A pitching duel, and it was the Power who came out on top.
Yeah, some masterful pitching. It's really unfortunate that someone had to lose, but Clayton Warner not hanging his head on that one, pitched 7 great innings. Wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy Johnson were to give him a contract offer after that performance. But this game, as you said, went really quickly. The turf game started 30 minutes before this one, and they're still in the bottom of the 5th. Chill are still on top of the Grizzly in that one.
For Clayton Warner, you mentioned it. Yeah, he pitched exceptionally well, went all 7 innings. He was the only Blue Sox pitcher today. 7 innings, allowed 2 runs, just 1 earned on 6 hits. He did not walk anyone. He did hit a batter, and just an exceptional day out there today, and he struck out 7. So great job by Clayton Warner, but the tough luck loser having to take the loss in this one as the offense just couldn't come through against Tino Novus on the other side.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, great pitching. What we've seen a lot here is we've seen a lot of walks. No walks at all in this game, and that's why it was able to go so quickly, and that's why that it was such a low-scoring game. The pitchers were amazing. Were able to get the strike zone. 3-ball counts were able to challenge hitters. That's why only 9 hits between both teams. Only 3 for the Blue Sox. 2 of them coming from the same guy, Nico Diaz.
Yeah, and you mentioned how quick this game went. Just an hour 37 to play this game. And again, it finished before the game that started a half hour before ours. So great job pitching-wise, and Nico Diaz, the lone Blue Sox batter to actually do some damage against Tino Novus with a couple of hits on the day. He was 2 for 3, a double and a single. So the Blue Sox, with the loss, they fall to 2-2 on the season. The Power now 3-1. They're tied with Team China at the top of the year 2025 California Winter League standings. And any final thoughts, Evan, before we wrap this one up?
Overall, great pitching. The Power are going to be facing off tomorrow, and the Blue Sox are also going to be facing off tomorrow. It's going to be 2 games in which Bobby Brown and Jimmy Johnson, the managers, are going to have so much pitching to choose from, and they're going to have a lot of options because of this 2-1 game and the fact that Blue Sox were only able to use 1 pitcher, and the Power only used 3, but had to use Tino Novus for a lot of it.
Yeah, so the pitching should be fresh for both of these teams. The Power taking on the Chill tomorrow. That's the 12:30 game here at Palm Springs Stadium. For the Blue Sox, they're on the turf field tomorrow against the Canada A's. 9:30 a.m. is the start time for that one, as the final score once again for the victorious Palm Springs Power. 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors, and for the Washington Blue Sox, 1 run on 3 hits with 1 error. On behalf of Evan Patoka, I'm Brandon Januska. Be sure to tune in to our next broadcast starting at 12:30. The broadcast will start right around 12:20 with first pitch coming at 12:30. That's the Bombers at the A's right here from Palm Springs Stadium. The final score once again for the early game, it's the Power 2 and the Blue Sox 1 on your California Winter League YouTube channel.